Hello, Todd McLeod, Jacksonville Baptist, 4 minutes on Thursday, October the 7th. Happy Thanksgiving this weekend. Yeah, I know it's not the Thanksgiving that we would have wanted or asked for, but does that diminish the spirit of what Thanksgiving really is? Do the restrictions of this weekend or the next couple of weeks make us any less thankful for what we have? Or what we've been given, what we get to enjoy? Do we have nothing to be thankful for, or little to be thankful for? And do these circumstances force us to be unhappy and ungrateful? Do we have no choice? Must we be less than fully thankful this weekend? I read where people are saying, our premier is trying to ruin Thanksgiving. First of all, do we really believe that someone's trying to ruin Thanksgiving? Secondly, no matter what circumstances are going on around us, are we going to allow our circumstances or the actions of others to make us any less thankful for what we have? The Apostle Paul, sitting in a prison cell, wrote in the book of Philippians about giving thanks. And he wrote about joy. And he wrote about not being anxious for anything. And he wrote about thanksgiving. In all things, give thanks with thanksgiving. Make your requests known to God. Perhaps sitting in a prison cell, he should have written about how unhappy he was and how unfair it was, but he didn't. Thanksgiving feast that we sometimes associate with the beginnings of Thanksgiving. The English colonists, the Pilgrims, their celebration of Thanksgiving wasn't about a feast. It was about times of prayer. Maybe we need to think about Thanksgiving from that point of view. But in 1621, the Pilgrims came together with the Wampanoag Nation in a spirit of unity, thankful for the bounty that God has provided. I think you and I need to spend more time being thankful for the bounty of what we do have, rather than being unhappy or ungrateful for the things perhaps that we don't have, or the things that we don't have for a short time. Happy Thanksgiving. I invite you to join us on this Sunday morning, at 10:30, jubc.ca, and tap join us live for that service at 10:30. And we're going to have both our online and offline component. This weekend, it'll be just within your own household bubble. But in future weeks, hopefully we'll be able to encourage you once again to have bubble, the larger bubble folks invited to your home for that fellowship time. But at least within your own family this weekend. Would you join us for the service at 10:30, the shortened online service, and then take a few moments after the service just to discuss a few things around the message that we heard in the service, and to spend a few minutes in prayer. I want to remind you that Johnny Tompkins' group goes on live at 9:30, the same place, jubc.ca, press join us live. And just a quick word about kids ministry. And again, with COVID, just some things have changed, but we do believe that we're on track now in the next week or so to have some good news there. And this weekend, there's no restrictions on phone calls that we can make to encourage others and be thankful. There's no restrictions on being positive and to have a positive and edifying tone on social media. Begin to change the narrative on social media, one person at a time. Somebody who is a very quiet person said, I'm a quiet person and people think I'm unhappy. I'm not unhappy. I just choose to be quiet in a world where people must always be talking. I think we can maybe take this weekend and enjoy a slower pace with the ones we most love in a world that tends to be sometimes too busy. We can actually be thankful for the restrictions perhaps this weekend. God bless and happy Thanksgiving.